Hey everyone, I'm David Reed with the Wormhole Extremists, and I'm here with Nicole
Hello?
and Evie.
Hello.
And we're going to do some Remember Wins?
I was going to say some recapping.
Yeah, we're gonna see all of the good high
And
points
Wizard
of
of
this
Oz
season.
reference as well coming up.
This is one of the
Indeed.
few not immediate multi-parters where we just go right in where we left off.
Yeah,
From
no
our previous
previously on
episode.
Stargate
That's
SG1.
Yeah, that's right. You don't even consider it to be like one of a three-parter or
That's one of my
four-parter.
favorite
Would you call it a
wormhole-
four-parter?
It's a four-parter, and that
Yeah,
was
I'd
one of
say
my
it is.
favorite Wizard of Oz references back there.
Yep.
So
It was very
the
subtle.
differences, guys. The differences are coming. Call it out for the shippers in the back, Daniel. Their reactions are peak comedy. I am living for this.
I know. Sam just brushes past it, but he just he has to pick at it
He's
again.
focusing. It's great. Hyperfixate Jack, just like I did every moment.
But his beef isn't that they were together, it was that it would be breaking it'd be
regulation.
breaking the regulations. He doesn't say I don't like her that way.
It's great.
So this is what I live on. So
Same. No. Same. I've overanalyzed this.
this is my ship of
to the moon and back.
sustenance.
Yeah. God, look at these
he's
two.
just stuck on it, yeah.
The chaos. See against regulations. Wah. And now he's bored again. He's like, yes, okay. Shh.
Shush.
No, I think he's still mulling it over.
Hey, Sparky.
God, he's used a lot of Brill cream in his hair.
Mr.
gel or
Glass
something.
is half empty over here. I don't like him so much.
I need to
I
have
don't
him
think
on.
you're supposed to like him. Yes, that would be really cool.
Yeah,
He plays a really nice guy in Battlestar Galactica in one episode, and you never see him again. That made me sad.
I can't remember him in Battlestar.
Colonial Day season 1.
Oh, okay.
Laura Oslin's bestie.
Oh, that's right. Good.
So this is the second episode with Martin Wood in the director's chair since Solitude.
Wow, that's right.
Damn.
And I think the whole concept seems sort of fitting because wasn't Groundhog Day the other day?
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
To be quite
That's right.
And yeah, I have to say that I'm actually looking forward to Ronnie Cox as Senator Kinsey. He's just he's
delicious.
He's the guy that you just love to hate.
Yeah.
But I actually went back and read a really old Gay World interview with him from 2000 and something.
Damn.
I remember Van Nuys, Sherman Oaks Park. I went out there and sat down with him.
Oh,
and
wow.
I did a terrible. The interview was good, but the video quality was crap.
I mean, what can you do?
I didn't know what I was doing at that point. If he didn't have a hat on, I would have been in trouble. I'm sorry, Evie. Proceed.
Oh, no. I was just saying, I really actually enjoyed the interview. He speaks really well. I mean, I guess it's transcribed, but yeah, his answers were brilliant. So I'm going to weave some of his responses in. Yeah, he is very thoughtful.
I was
also
intimidated with him when I first met him.
Oh, really?
He commented on it, that it's a common reaction that he gets, because he's such a nice guy on the outside. But also...
Yeah. I was just going to say, I think you and I discussed this the other week, but I didn't realize that he was in Deliverance and he's one of the guitar players in that banjo dueling scene.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, that blew me away.
Yep, absolutely.
You guys can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, he's excellent in that, and I just love him in this episode. So I watched this in first run syndication, and when he comes in, it's oh man, this is great. Absolutely. Because I knew him primarily from RoboCop.
I love that he's a villain, but he's not one that's going to kill you. He's one that's going to kill you with politics.
Right.
It's great. It's dangerous in a different way.
Got some points on that later, but Ronnie Cox himself said in the interview with Gateworld that his character is a malevolent force and a dangerous villain because he has an agenda and he's truly dedicated to his agenda. And he also said that he loves playing the bad guys because he spends most of the day trying to be good.
There you go.
What a good balance.
And he also said that he basically likens playing the villain to painting with a full palette instead of only a few colors, which I thought was a really good analogy.
That's really nice.
That's
yeah,
clever.
I like that. Bake sale, the humor. I like that he's like, about to be like, this is what I look like when I'm not laughing. Yep.
Yeah.
But Jack still manages to crack him just a bit.
And this is obviously a little bit of insight into how much the Stargate program costs. 7.4 billion per year to operate.
It's a lot of money.
That's right.
And I think we also hear here that the Stargate program is referred to as Area 52.
It is, yes.
And
would be
this
the
is also
Stargate.
the first, also the first episode where we actually figure out that Sharae and Skara are siblings, like it's actually referred to.
Yeah.
I never caught it in the movie. I never got it.
I don't
They
think
don't really
they
make
said
it very clear,
was,
no.
It wasn't very clear
No,
at all.
I thought that he was a priest giving a girl away, not his daughter away. I didn't catch that. So
I love that Daniel's trying to be like, look, let's tell him about his alternate reality thing, and Jack's just like, look, darling,
yeah,
this is not going to fly.
A little bit crazy.
I like the fact that this episode is we're threatening to shut down the program. It reminds me of all those other shows that you watch that always have these kind of like big stakes where they tend to hit we're shutting it down really early. Kind of like when Mulder like lost the X-Files briefly in the early days. I just think it's really cool. I'm glad they don't really do this anymore going forward.
Kinsey has described, or Ronnie Cox described Kinsey as an amalgamation of Senator Orrin Hatch from Utah and Sterling Hayden's character from Dr. Strangelove, How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
Yeah.
But he admitted that Orrin Hatch was more of a straight arrow than Kinsey was. Kinsey had to be far more off the wall.
Do we know how much impact he had himself on Kinsey, or was it mainly he was provided with most of the material?
I think he had a little bit of input. All I do know is that the producers basically agreed to have him return because he had so much fun with the role. And Brad Wright said that Kinsey was such a hit that they kept on getting receiving scripts from outside writers, with Kinsey included. So they're like, well, obviously he's pretty popular, so we've got to have him back on the show.
His character features in one of my favorite books, so...
Really? Which one is that?
Alliances.
Okay.
It's a good one.
Now, Ronnie did have influence on some of his wardrobe. He asked for a U.S. flag lapel pin, and this was before this was standard with politicians.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's really
That's
cool.
a bit of crazy insight.
Yeah, so he kind of feels partly, he doesn't feel like responsible for starting the trend, but he definitely did beat the trend.
Yeah.
So,
wow. Ahead of the curve. That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean that's central to any politician's wardrobe these days.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I've noticed on on TV, watching broadcasts and whatnot.
I love this episode because it's rare that we lose.
Yes, that's why I like it. Yeah.
We lose.
The stakes are really high in a different way than what we usually have in normal episodes.
Yep.
Well, I was reading some comments on Reddit, and someone made an excellent point about Kinsey. They basically said that, you want a senator to notice when the US military is spending billions on a secret operation. So it's kind of really, it's like they felt that it was important to address this issue. And it sort of made the show and the situation feel a bit more realistic.
Well, from Washington's perspective, through an ignorant one at that, we're spending the American people are spending billions on a war they know nothing about.
A secret, yeah, basically just a big secret.
I could draw on some modern parallels as well. Putting money in different places, but it's an important one to talk about. So.
I'm glad they brought attention to it, because like in real life, if we saw money disappearing down the drain, we'd be like, oh, why aren't the government, aren't politicians sticking their fingers in the business and finding out what's going on, But
exactly.
But when we're watching it from SG1's perspective, we're like, get out, you nasty politician.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, well, because we have we've seen what's happened. We have all the inside information. Kinsey doesn't really.
Yeah. So he's not really a bad guy, but for us, he is.
They're supposed to be servants of the people. And if the people need to know or deserve to know the truth, you know, and all of us sitting here on this side go, well, maybe not, you know?
Yeah.
Because we have the inside track. We have the blessing of or gift of omniscience in this situation here.
I do find it funny that he's just, you know, pulling some mythology out in order to find an answer to his argument.
Well, because he knows where this is going to go, because he wants to close the gate. So
it's just an interesting choice.
He's made his match with Daniel with the
that's what I like, the little battle.
Yeah. What I love though in this sort of this scene here is this heated debate, you know, between Kinsey and O'Neill. It's the best part of the episode. They have great
chemistry.
Yep.
They have amazing chemistry, and I think even Ronnie Cox said that he kind of puts it down to his, you know, really good off-screen relationship with RDA. He said that they got along really well, so that's why they're able to sort of spar.
Did we lose Evie?
I think we lost Evie for a second.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Can you hear
there
me?
you are. You're back.
There you are.
Oh.
They were able to what now? To spar? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know where I dropped off, but
Okay.
yeah.
You're good.
Basically I said that so the heated debate and the sort of chemistry, the on-screen chemistry between O'Neill and Kinsey can be put down to the fact that the two actors got along so well off-screen.
Yeah, they just enjoy playing off of each other.
Yeah.
Logwatcher said Samuels equals Weasel, Kinsey equals Snake.
True.
They reference the planet from Solitudes, where as soon as you go through, you start getting shot at.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he should be sent.
Oh my goodness.
I think there's also a mention here of SG2 returning from Argos, and they say that the Argonians are living free of the nanites and living long and productive lives.
Yes, I'm sad we didn't do that, but that's okay. No.
Lockwatcher calculated the $132 billion in today's dollars. Is that what
that
7
is
billion
a large
was worth
amount.
in 1997? I've got to confirm that. That's. I mean, I know inflation's a lot.
That just sounds ludicrous, doesn't it?
It's worth what today?
I always call this episode the episode where Amanda Tapping had a bit of a cold.
Yeah. There's a couple of episodes where she sounds like a bit like allergic to something.
Yeah, just there. I was like, oh, honey, take some pills, blow your nose. I respect it though that she's working through that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oops, sorry,
she's got to earn a living. Have we already had Daniel's comment about uploading a virus into the mothership? Because that's an Independence Day reference, apparently. A very subtle nod to Emmerich and Devlin, who were obviously behind the Stargate movie and also Independence Day.
7,407,000,000.
Damn. Oh, guys, it's clip show time.
It is.
Let's get
Here
excited.
We go.
Strap in, guys. Strap in. Apparently, this is the first episode also to feature a full scene from the movie.
Yes, it is. You see the ship, Ra's ship. Yeah. I remember when I first watched this as a kid, and I went, "I haven't seen that before." What's that?
Correct. Yeah. No, I was kind of surprised
because I hadn't seen the film.
I mean, they own it, but yeah, there's a few times that we do see stock shots from the movie.
Yeah. This is kind of, I guess, an acceptable way to reuse footage from previous episodes in the movie, but I don't think it's as good as Citizen Joe. Like, I think that's definitely the best clip show.
Oh yeah, that's just
very clever.
Show.
It was just an original idea, and they just sort of seamlessly weaved in these bits of clip.
Give Homer Simpson his own episode.
Exactly.
Make it a clip show. Oh, the spelling.
He's just so.
He's like, you
and they
pronounced
carried
it wrong.
over the apostrophe reference from The Enemy Within, which I loved.
Yes.
So Ronnie Cox is like in his 80s, I think, at the moment.
Now?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Damn.
He's just a little bit older than I thought he was.
Yep. After every mission, they write a report.
Yeah. Oh, classic.
God, remember this, guys? It was like
So
8 weeks ago.
That's exactly right.
There's actually another thing in the in Children of the Gods, in the newer version they did this scene, the music is different, but in the clip show it's obviously pulling from the original version of Children of the Gods, which is another reason why I prefer the original version, because it kind of lines up better with all the other stuff.
Yeah, I see
That's
the point you're
true.
making. Yeah, true.
Yeah, there's a lot of subtle changes. The background audio,
Those,
the
yeah.
people
One of those
screaming. There's looping of the dialogue.
Yeah, we're about to die like 20 times.
So the first one to get shot, is that Dan Shay?
I don't know which one Dan Shay is,
Okay.
but I mean, he's definitely in that crowd. In the under the armor.
I love this so much. It's a
great
I do
moment.
like clip show moments sometimes, depending on what they're referencing, you know?
Yeah. I just appreciate how O'Neill can just grab a weapon he's not familiar with and just use it perfectly straight off the bat.
Oh, they did reference it actually in Children of the Gods, that he had briefly had experience with it in the film.
Yep.
So he knew how to use it.
Yep.
But yes, when I first watched this, I did think that. I was like, my dude, you are way too good with this. You know?
No,
like the Jafar trained
used it
for
on
years.
Abydos.
Yeah.
Good old Daniel. Love all the different cultures represented here.
Yeah, I like that you see some of the cultures kind of reappear throughout the season, or at least they reuse the costumes.
So day one of principal photography for SG1 was the exterior of the prison, and the prison set
Wasn't all
blew
the
down
footage
in the
ruined?
night.
Oh,
something else as well,
serious?
and they had to reset. Yep.
Oh my
That's
god!
really
Did that
awful.
set them back really far?
Not too badly.
Okay,
But Glassner, and along with the damage to the film, they began to think that their luck was running out as soon as they were starting.
Oh, what's the next episode we are doing? Oh, we're still on the same one. We're on glider time.
Sure.
Oh, isn't that
Absolutely.
fun?
That was an
was a
expensive
very-
sequence, and we're going to
Very
watch it
important
again.
episode. Yeah,
We're going to use it in the
get their
intro
money's worth.
and clip shows.
Oh, beautiful Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Don't they reuse that shot a few times as well throughout the show whenever they're doing glider stuff?
Yeah, these are all from the movie. So the
Yeah.
the up close stuff from the glider
It
is from the feature
is.
film.
Yeah. It's like I saw it in my head now.
Yeah.
Oh, Canada.
I love this shot of it's coming around.
This sequence is amazing.
It is a glider. But I do prefer Children of the Gods that they get a shot off. So that actually does disable him. So
It's nice seeing this again. I've missed it.
it is.
Any excuse to rewatch Children of the Gods, I take it. It's why I love Threshold in season 5 so much, because just, you get to see Teal'c again in Children of the Gods. It's like, yes, we're back. Let's do it.
Well, it's nice to see how, to be reminded of how far he's come.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
It's great.
The crash of the glider is part of that sound is the same sound that's used when Gould Hataks are being or plasma blasts are going through Gould shields.
Oh,
Like in Continuum, with the Alkesh.
Oh my
over
god,
the top
yeah,
of the base.
I can hear it. Oh, see, this is where he's like, we've got a real problem.
yeah.
I always felt he was so he's such a dramatic
Stock
politician.
footage.
Yep.
Yes.
That would have
That's
always
him watching
bothered
the
me.
electricity
It's like,
bill go
guys,
up.
things are covered up in the shot. This is obviously a stock shot from when.
Yeah.
I
the
really
base was
wish
shut
they would have
down.
changed that. They left it in for such a long period of time.
So Ronnie Cox has said that he gave Kinsey's personal worldview a great deal of thought when he took on this role. And he described the character as a born-again, right-wing Christian fundamentalist who is skeptical and judgmental of everyone and everything that might derail those values.
Makes sense.
I thought that was kind of a cool bit of insight.
Yeah, that's actually there's a game that I love that's actually kind of got a villain who's exactly like that, who's had a born again kind of Christian situation. He's like a proper evil villain though. I'd say Kinsey is villain, but he's not evil. That's Shackle, isn't it?
Shackle. Yeah.
This was such a shocking sequence. You never see pretty much all your heroes die.
No.
Yeah.
You know they're not going to stay permanently dead, obviously, because it's like the first 10 minutes of an episode, and season 1. But when you're watching it, you're like, "Whoa, how are they going to get out of this pickle?"
Yeah, exactly. The pickle.
Exactly right.
I love that's the moment that Jack learns that the shield, if you throw something through it, because of the speed, they can shoot him with the dart later.
Kevlar will not protect against staff blasts.
Yeah, we
not yet.
The hard way.
Not yet. I think isn't there a moment in season 7 in Heroes?
Season 7, yep.
Yeah.
Nice colored wipes. Interesting. So we had red, then we had turquoise, and now we have yellow.
We're gonna have some blue for what do you call it? Cold Lazarus.
Oh, this would be the movie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What a sequence.
God, look how dramatic the Gould ship was in the film.
Yep.
It's a shame they couldn't afford that kind of flair for the show. I love the way it lights up. That's so cool.
It's fiber optic.
Nitty.
Here we go. I love how he recognizes it.
Yeah. Her name's just slapped on the side.
Yeah, that's still great.
The ship of Nirti.
It's got a name tag on it. Property
you have to buy it.
Oh, this episode. Singularity is such a good time.
Agreed.
I like that Nirti was a he previously.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that was interesting.
We can only assume that
could have been a previous
he never met him.
So we can say it was either that or she had a previous host that wasn't male. So.
The gliders don't fit through the Stargate.
No.
It's a cool effect, though.
Oh, I love this shot. I think they actually include it as
shot.
well. They include them coming out the other side because it's such a good shot. We need to see it again.
Yep.
Damn, that's a good shot.
I still appreciate the dirt.
Me too.
Like the velocity and
absolutely,
great. It's just great.
Physics. He's already made up his mind, guys.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah. Oh, Cold Lazarus coming up, right?
Dan
I told you it was
Ben.
blue. It was blue.
They did use the blue. They did use the same blue.
Dan Ben said maybe Nirti had smaller death gliders. That's clever.
I like that. Yep. That's so cool.
Yeah, I still appreciate how they did those effects.
And
like
it's
held up so well.
Yeah. That is 1997, and we are now in 2023, and it still looks good.
It does.
Oh, the smelly pit.
Sulfur?
Oh, very much sulfur.
Ugh.
I would have loved to go there and hate every second of it for my nose.
Making some nose memories.
Literally, that's all I want. I love nose memories.
Jeez.
Isn't it that memories, a lot of like important triggers come from smells?
Correct.
Yes.
It's the biggest.
So I was reading that there was someone who drew some comparisons to this episode to the Robinson panel from 1953. I don't know if either of you are familiar with the Robinson panel.
No.
So apparently in the summer of 52, there was a record number of unexplained radar and visual sightings over DC. And it led to a little bit of hysteria. And apparently this led to the CIA this led the CIA to prompt the government to assemble a panel of scientists just to examine the sightings. And apparently they met for 3 days. They conducted interviews. They reviewed footage and photographs. And basically they concluded that 90% of the sightings could be attributed to astronomical and meteorological phenomena. There was no obvious security threat. And also, if the hysteria continues, then it would overwhelm the emergency reporting channels. So they basically recommended a public education campaign to debunk and explain away some of the sightings, and thus reduce the public's interest. So they were sort of drawing parallels between that and Kinsey's point of view.
Interesting.
That is really interesting. Hogwild says Kinsey's made up his mind, but how would anyone be expected to believe what he's being told without seeing it themselves? Yeah, and he's saying there's plenty of time SG1 doesn't believe things either. Yeah.
Well, they need what they really need is one of those Tok'ra recall devices, so they can actually see what they've seen.
100%.
Or the Galarian memory device.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! Whoa.
Then he can live
through it forward.
Yep.
Oh, some of the worst CGI but coolest moments in the show. This is a good episode. It's quite a scary episode. Just the fear of being in that position is really cool.
Mm.
I'm glad we see him so much. Yeah, I'm glad that we see a Giacovone reappear so many times in the show, and it's always just brings a smile to your face.
I agree. I'm amazed at the impact that he was able to make in being in basically one episode.
I'm sad we didn't see him in Ripple Effect in season 9, but we got Janet, so that was good.
You can see the stage lighting in one of those shots. Did you notice that?
Yeah, a little bit.
The top right of the shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, these bad puddles.
Yeah, early puddles. This episode had some appalling puddles.
It's just up close where it's bad.
I actually don't mind the really up close because I kind of forget that it's bad because I can see mainly their faces. It's when it's really far away that I'm like, no, stop reminding me.
So I'm the opposite.
Look at us. Oh, are we about to broker divide this?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we
gotta
are.
broker divide this sucker.
I forget. I don't really watch this episode often, so I forget what's coming, but...
Oh, look at the disdain on his face.
Yeah, he's so grumpy. Look at you. Good episode.
I really love the turquoise transition.
Yeah, I've noticed it twice now in a row.
It's a good color.
It is.
The red phone. So early on, all the options were cranked up to 11. It's like, okay,
yeah.
If this doesn't work, we gotta blow everyone up.
I'm watching The Last of Us at the moment, and it's just making me think of that, about how it's like get a bomb, kill everybody.
Yep.
But obviously with this, they didn't just blow up everybody. They just decided, we'll wait, we'll see. They should have blown it up sooner, to be honest.
Often an option.
Yeah.
George, your eyebrows grew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those caveman brows that RDA did not want.
Yes, for good reason.
I was like, yeah, I am.
But look how handsome he still is.
He's a gone altogether.
A lot of people look weird without eyebrows. He looks good without eyebrows. Good for him.
Like Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she has a pretty face, so.
Yeah. I actually didn't notice that she had no eyebrows until it was brought up.
Right.
And that's the only thing I see now.
Yeah, she's been shaving her eyebrows for years. So.
Yeah.
Frasier's first moment in the sun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, in near complete
Leaving
darkness.
a lasting impression.
I was gonna say. Yeah. She's so wonderful and composed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she has to be.
Yeah, it's great.
As a medical professional. But also as her first outing. Oh God.
This
How
is a
much
good
would
outing.
you be panicking internally if you were a medical professional and you're like, what the heck am I dealing with?
Yeah, I love that in season 7 in Heroes, she starts discussing all the things she's had to deal with, and it always makes me chuckle. I'm like, wow, girl, you've had a rough time.
This is not a great episode.
I think it's a great episode.
I
it's a great
actually
episode.
don't mind it. I don't mind it. It's not up there as one of my favorites, but I do watch it when I do a rewatch. I don't skip this one.
And I watch it when I'm about to get vaccinated, so I can try and move past my needle phobia.
I'm a completist when I watch things. I'll watch it, but I may, put it on in the background.
Oh yeah, I
through it.
mean, yeah,
So-
First Commandment, when I was rewatching it a while back, I was on my phone half the time. In fact, William was doing a stream of him doing his Mandalorian armor. So I joined a stream on Facebook and watched him and started talking while First Commandment was on.
R. William has Mandalorian armor?
Yeah, he made
yes, it's incredible.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, you should look it up. It's
On Facebook?
it's
Okay.
pretty amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
What a gentle moment. I love this.
Very tender moment between two
turquoise
colleagues.
again. My goodness. Yes.
Mm,
Two working professionals.
absolutely.
Well, luckily they were, and we fixed it, so be quiet.
Yeah, well.
Oh, we're going to Argos, guys! We're going to Argos!
And this is where I leave to blow my nose. I'll be right back.
Good job.
Brief candle. What a good
yes.
episode, guys.
What did you rate this again?
Me, a
Yes.
5. I think David's
No.
actually gone to blow his nose for a second. So.
Yeah, he has.
Damn, he looks terrible.
Ben said Whoopi Goldberg.
That's great. Yeah, I gave this a 5, and you and David were like at 2, I think. Maybe even a 1. Yeah.
Yep, we were pretty low, as it should be.
It was pretty low.
People I watch it with, they all seem to really love it. They always give it more than like a 3 or a 4 when I ask. So I find that really surprising.
I think
That's
they're
fine.
just being polite.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
No, they agree with me.
No, no, I will say
No.
my the people I hang out with, like my boyfriend, he does not agree with me on anything if he can help it.
Wow.
So,
Just
yeah.
out of contriteness.
No, I think he's always worried people are gonna think that he's agreeing with me because he's my boyfriend, and then I go, he goes, no, because I actually disagree on all these things. So,
As long as you can come together on the things that are important.
yes, like Brief Candle being a great episode.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
I do love this moment with the tissue and the gloves.
Yes, it's a cool
Really
sequence.
cool moment.
Yeah.
It is very cool.
It's quite scary. Like, imagine if COVID could have done that. Grim.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Gross.
Yeah. Just a quick sequence of shots.
I like they managed to instill such fear of just some rubber gloves disintegrating.
Yep.
It's very effective.
Yeah.
Simple but effective.
I think Stargate has a lot of that, which is why it still holds up today.
Mm.
They don't
Mhm.
need to be too flashy with their stuff. Oh, the tape with the antenna on it, even though he's on another planet.
Yep.
That's so funny. This is not necessary.
God, they're so awkward. It's like, oh, what do we do?
I have never seen that video device before or since.
No.
No. Sort of reminiscent of this like portable DVD player with a screen that I used to have.
Mm-hmm. If you turn it too far sideways, you can't see anything on it anymore.
Oh, Dan Ben raised a good point.
Yeah.
This episode, Senator Kinsey is a main character in 3 clip show episodes.
Yeah. When we needed a clip show, we brought him in.
Yeah, because he's back in season 6 for Disclosure and season 7 for Inauguration. Is that the one?
Yes.
Yeah, here we go.
We go.
Productive lives. There you go.
And I'm proud of you and this episode.
I might even retire there.
Yeah, with the woman that attacked you. Yeah, great idea.
She didn't know what she was doing. Let's cut her some slack.
Yeah, she was only like 20 days old. Come on.
Literally, no, 31 days.
That makes it sound worse.
But she didn't look like she was 20 days
yeah,
old.
who really committed a crime here, to be honest?
I'm sorry, Judge. She really looked like
What's
she
it
was just
important?
19
Like,
days old.
is it? Yeah, but is important how you look, or is important like the age you actually are?
Oh yeah, let's not get too deep into that.
Yeah,
because it's such a can of worms.
Yeah, it really is.
Brief Candle is actually a really big can of worms. It's very, tricky.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
He's driving the dagger home. Oh boy.
Yeah, he intended to shut the Stargate down as soon as he walked into that room.
Absolutely.
Not even before. He probably was on the plane over going, yep, nope, they're going. Oh, Daniel, don't.
Here we go.
It's his final card. Like, it's just.
Yep. Valid question. Because I have no proof.
Yeah.
It's a shame he gave Jack that camera. And then he went and got killed by Teal'c.
He's like, this sounds a little convenient.
Yeah.
Well.
Just me. Yes, pat it out with some science.
Yep.
Yeah.
A device capable of transporting you to other worlds, I get, but alternate whole universes?
Yeah.
That's a bridge too far.
Can't fathom. I'm enjoying this performance so much. I don't want to talk over it.
Ronnie Cox's?
Just everybody. Everyone's doing a great job. But Ronnie Cox is doing excellent.
This is changed later on. It would take time to build an army.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not really changed. He's assuming,
Yeah.
And the velocity of travel through the galaxy, there's just a few things that have to change pretty quickly to move stories along later on. Washington, D.C. Where else?
Yep.
Yeah, a nation versus like a whole slew of the enemy. Yeah,
slaves,
like,
enemies.
yeah.
Yeah. I hate this. This is such a stupid argument.
It really
It's
is.
not going to protect anybody.
No.
Like the Bible, like, you know, like God doesn't interfere. We screw ourselves over.
Or what if the Goa'uld bring
and,
about revelation?
Like, come on. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can bend it any way you want.
Yeah. And sealed with your deaths. So how about we not do that?
Yeah, sealed with blood.
Yeah. Yeah, I do find it interesting that he's like one nation under God, and it's just like, it's ironic because we believe in our God, but they believe in their gods, and you know, their God is actually going to show up.
Right, this God is literally going to show up.
Yeah, well, their God's okay with using weapons and that are mass destruction.
While ours is benevolent and doesn't want to get involved.
New Testament God, not Old Testament burning bush God.
Yes, no, that's not
true.
true. Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah, Teal. I would too. If you're
Yeah.
going to close it, I need to get out of here.
Yeah, he's going to yeet out of there, Nicole.
Yes, yeet. Thank you. Good word. I'm proud of you. Learning.
I don't get it, but we'll save that for after.
No, I don't get it either.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is so sad, but this upcoming shot gets me in my feels. God, imagine those teams being off-world, coming back from their like dream job and finding out that they're no longer going to be doing this every day.
Yeah, we've got bankers' boxes in front of your lockers, folks. Sorry.
Mm.
Have a good time.
Daniel's interruption. So good.
I love how Jack's like, you know, if Teal's going, I'm going too.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, I love that dismissed as like the last word uttered in this episode.
Oh, he just looks so defeated from behind.
Mm. Oh, this shot. I'm so emotional.
Yeah, it's a good shot. Ugh.
God, look how good they look.
It actually looks
Daniel
quite
could look
majestic.
better, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, SG1.
Yep. I don't remember the to be continued, but I guess it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did do that.
Hmm.
What a roller coaster. This episode is a weird one because you sit there and you're like, yeah, it's a clip show, but also it's very emotional and a big thing happens for a clip show episode.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'd say
well, I think it
I
think it successfully ties up the first season with a nice bow.
Yes.
You know? We've got like all the highlights, and it sort of in a way allows the writers to have some retrospection and reflect back on the first season's like coincidences and plot conveniences. But,
Yeah.
Of which Senator Kinsey is often, you know, the one stating a lot of these things here. He
Rightly so.
slightly breaks the fourth wall in some cases. How SG1 has always saved us. It's like, yeah, we know. It's a TV show.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I really like that episode. You
Convenient,
know what?
but true.
It's going to be hard to judge this one, guys. I'm not sure. This is it's a really good one.
Politics, everybody.